Students, welcome to the online class of physics. This is your name, Miss, with a new lesson. That is, guess what? Whenever you feel like, when you touch something, you feel like you got more, high temperature and you feel like it's hot. Why does this happen? If you're touching water, you feel like your hand is burnt. Why? Because of heat, right? If we recall few of the experiments you did in the class 7th, 8th, with a glass tumbler containing cold water, lukewarm water and hot water, we understood the difference between the hot and the cool, right? Hot and cold. Suppose you're taking a water in this which is having a little, when you touch it you feel like hurt, churka lagta, or burnt. So that is nothing but it is hot, right? It is hot. If you touch you feel like very chill, so that means it is cold. So this difference you have learnt in your previous classes only, isn't it? So when we understood hot and cold in terms, then we must further learn about that heat was a form of energy. Here we have learned that heat is a form of energy. So to know about the heat, what is exactly heat, we need to understand the difference between heat and temperature. Okay, again, heat and temperature are different. Both are different, children. They are not same. If I say in a short, we can say that heat is a form of energy, right? It's not this one, right? It's not energy, but it is a form of energy. Okay, it's a form of energy, but it is not exactly energy. It is one of the type of energy. Okay, like we have wind energy, we have like wind energy, thermal is nothing but heat energy. We have solar energy. We have so many different types of energy, right? So like that only, heat also is a form of energy. It is not exactly energy, but it is a form of energy. Fine. And temperature is the thing, like it is the quantity which tells us degree of hotness or coldness. See, this is a form of energy, and here in this we cannot say the exact value. Okay, we cannot say exact value, but here in this we can say exact value. It gives us the quantity, how much it is and how it is. Okay, it gives us the quantity of degree, okay, of degree of hotness or coldness. Okay, of hotness or coldness. So it gives the quantity of degree of hotness or coldness. So see, this is the basic thing, children. You all have to remember difference between heat and temperature. Heat is nothing but it is the form of energy, and temperature is it is the quantity of degree of hotness or coldness. Okay, and this heat, SI unit, what is the SI unit? Here I have said exact value. It does not give the exact value. This give the exact value. Means we can tell 0 degrees, 10 degrees, 30 degrees, 100 degrees, whatever it is, we can tell exact value. But here we cannot tell the exact value. And here coming to SI units. What is the SI unit of heat? SI unit of heat is joule. Okay. And SI unit of temperature is what it is? Kelvin. Or it is also measured in Celsius, right? Or it is also measured in Fahrenheit. Okay, so this is the SI unit of the heat, temperature. Okay, the amount of heat depends on its mass, temperature and material of the body what we are using. Okay, material, it depends on the material, it depends on the mass is nothing but weight, and it also depends on the temperature. Whereas here you can see the temperature depends upon the this one, what do we say, angular kinetic energy. Okay, angular kinetic energy of the molecules. It depends upon the angular kinetic energy of the molecules. Okay, due to why? Because means here we see the random motion of the molecules is seen in the temperature. Okay, so what is kinetic energy? According to the kinetic energy theory, all the molecules are in the state of vibration, that is energy passes due to the motion in the kinetic energy, right? So now this is measured, this heat is measured by the principle of calorimeter. Okay, it is measured by the principle of calorimeter, that is it can only be measured by calorimeter, which is called as calorimetry. Okay, principle of calorimetry, which is calorimeter is used in measuring the heat. Whereas here you can see that the temperature can be measured normally, we can measure it also, right, with using the thermometer also, right? So temperature can be easily measured, whereas heat can be measured only based on the principle of calorimetry, which is only done by the calorimeter. Calorimeter only we can see in the labs. Okay, that can be found in the labs, it is not easily available to us, whereas temperature can be easily measured using the thermometer, which is easily available everywhere, right? So with this, I think it is clear the difference between heat and temperature. So from now, you should not say that heat and temperature is same. Heat and temperature both are different. Okay. So let us do one activity. What we are going to do, we are going to take a piece of wood. Okay. We are taking wood and we are taking a piece of metal. Okay. And we are taking this wood and we are taking this metal and placing it in the refrigerator. Okay, for 15 minutes we are placing it in the refrigerator. Okay, we are placing it in the fridge, and then after that we will take them out and we will see which one is, we'll see it and we'll touch and we'll ask our friends which one is colder. Okay, we will see whether wood is more colder or whether metal is more colder. So when we keep the material in a fridge, they become cold, that is they lose heat energy. Yes, every heat energy is lost. Yes, the iron and the wooden pieces were kept in the fridge for the same period of time, but we feel that the metal piece is colder than the wooden piece. Right, see, simply it's an normally if we are thinking, you just think that if we are heating, not heating, just we are just simply heating the wood and metal, which one will get more heat? Definitely metal. Yes, metal will be very hot to touch. Similarly, when you are keeping this wood and metal in the refrigerator, you will see that the metal is becoming more colder. Okay, so when you touch the metal or the wooden pieces, you will feel that they are cold. That means that they have lost their heat energy. Yes, the heat energy is being transferred from your finger to the pieces. When you remove your finger, you don't get a feeling of coldness. Okay, you just catch it. Then again when you remove it, you don't feel the coldness. This means that when the heat energy is flowing out of your body to get, you get the feeling of coldness. Okay, when your heat energy is getting transferred to this metal, that time you will feel the coldness, or is no, or you don't have any feeling of coldness. And when the heat energy enters your body, you get a feel of hotness. Okay, when any cold energy is coming into your body and your heat energy is going out, heat energy is getting transferred to another body, then you will feel hotness. Okay, when the heat energy is coming into your body, okay, is coming into the body, then it is called as, you will feel the you will feel here coldness. I said coldness, but okay, heat energy when it is coming out of your body, then it is you will feel coldness. When heat energy is coming into your body, you will feel hotness. Okay, you will feel hot. So if you're feeling that metal piece is colder than the wooden piece, it must be that more energy flows out of your body, right? Then when you touch the metal piece as compared to that of the wooden piece, right? मगर मतलब जितना आप वुड पकड़ने से आपका जो बॉडी हीट में जो हीट आपके बॉडी से ट्रांसफ़र हो रहा वो कम है कंपेयर टू द मेटल। ओके, जितना हीट एनर्जी आपके बॉडी से वुड को जा रहा उससे कम उससे ज़्यादा एनर्जी आप मेटल को जा रहा, ठीक है। सो दैट्स वाई व्हाट इट इज़ हैपनिंग, जब आप वुड पकड़ रहे तो उतना फील नहीं हो रहा आपको कोल्डनेस, बट लेकिन जब आप मेटल पकड़ रहे यू आर फीलिंग मोर कोल्डनेस। okay, that means more energy is transferred to the metal than compared to the wooden piece. Okay, so this conventional definition of temperature is degree of hotness or coldness, right? As I've explained you bit difference between the heat and the temperature. So we see that the metal piece is having lower temperature as compared to that of the wooden piece, right? So we have learned about heat, we have learned about temperature, right? So when the hotter body, and see for example if I say you take a hot glass of milk, okay, it's now we will take hot glass of milk. Now we see that this milk is very hot. Will you able to drink it? No, you will not be able to drink it. So now what we will do, we will just take this hot glass of milk and we will place this milk in the cold water container. Okay, we will place this in the cold chill water. Okay, it's very chill, thanda pani. Okay, so we have placed this in the cold water container where the milk is hot. Okay, so now we will keep this milk in the cold water till this hot heat energy gets transferred to the water. Okay, till the heat energy gets transferred to the water. So after this energy is transferred to the water, you see that water and the glass of milk will attain some temperature where there is no transfer of heat. Okay, मतलब ना इससे हीट जा रहा, ना कोल्ड वाटर कोई हीट ले रहा, ना हॉट वाटर कोई, मतलब देर इज नो एक्सचेंज ऑफ कोल्डनेस और हीटनेस. Okay, hotness. So no exchange of coldness or hotness is seen. No exchange of any coldness or hotness is seen. Okay, so this condition is called as thermal equilibrium. What it is called? It is called as thermal equilibrium. Fine. So this is the condition where this you can see that the milk becomes lukewarm and the water also becomes hot, है ना. हाँ, जब हम लोग ठंडा करते दूध तो जब देख सकते हैं कि आप टेम्परेचर यहाँ पे पास होता और ये टेम्परेचर जब इधर इक्वल हो जाता, मतलब यहाँ से अभी और टेम्परेचर ये और कुछ हीट एनर्जी कोल्ड वाटर नहीं ले सकता और मिल्क भी अब ट्रांसफ़र करने के मूड में नहीं रहता. ठीक है, तो तब क्या होता, एक इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेज आ जाता जहाँ पे नो एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस विल टेक्स प्लेस. सो वो स्टेज को बोलते हैं थर्मल इक्विलिब्रियम. ठीक है. सी चिल्ड्रन, मैं हिंदी में इसीलिए आई एम टेलिंग बिकॉज few of the parents have requested me to explain the lessons in a little bit Hindi also, where in the soft term where children can understand better. So I'm trying to explain in Hindi also. So let us continue. So here we have come with the thermal equilibrium. I hope it is okay, children. So I'll just read out once. When two bodies are placed in their thermal contact, heat energy will get transferred from the hotter body to the colder body. This transfer of heat energy continues till the body attains the same degree of hotness or coldness. At this stage, the bodies have achieved thermal equilibrium. The state of thermal equilibrium denotes a state of a body where neither receives or gives the heat energy. Fine, children. So if you are not feeling either hot or cold in your surrounding, then your body is said to be in thermal equilibrium with the surrounding atmosphere. Similarly, the furniture in the room in the thermal equilibrium with air in the room. So we can say that the furniture and the air are in the room temperature. That means they are at thermal equilibrium. So with this, I hope that is you have understood the difference between heat and temperature. So I'll stop the class here and we'll continue the topic in our next class. So please children, kindly obey your parents, respect your teachers, and try to overcome whatever thoughts or whatever dreams you were seeing in all this lockdown. Try to achieve the goal. Okay, that is, be the topper of the class, be the not only topper of the class, be the topper of the your own achievement. Okay, I am not expecting something great from everyone, but yes, you should have your own goal. You should have your own point of okay, I want to do this, I want to achieve this, rather than anyone else saying it, you have to do this, you have to do that. Okay, so all the best children. Thank you for watching the video. Take care.